All right. Thank you so much for joining me today, you guys. I'm so excited to have you all here with me today, whether you're on the live, whether you're on the replay or YouTube, Facebook, wherever you're joining us from. Thank you so much for being here and welcome, because today we have a really fun treat in store for you. We have a speaker spotlight. This is a first time speaker for us, but obviously she's very well um, rehearsed in speaking on lots of different platforms. This is Christy Whitman that's going to be joining us today. She's a transformational leader, a celebrity coach, and a law of attraction expert for the last 22 years, as well as a New York Times bestselling author of The Art of Having It All. So if you have read one of her books, will you please tune in and let us know which one? She also has another one called Taming Your Alpha Bitch. She is also the author on the international bestsellers of The Desire Factor and The Quantum Success. She is the messenger for a group of beings called the Quantum Council of Light. And she's also appeared on the news, the Today Show, the Morning Show, TEDx, the Hallmark Channel, and her work has been featured in the media in various publications. She has been featured in Goalcast, People Magazine, 17, Women's Day, Hollywood, and Teen Vogue, just to name a few. And you guys, I'm super stoked to have her on. I want to just mention briefly, she is going to be speaking in both the Pocatello, Idaho Energy Healing Conference, and we're privileged to hear from her 3 different times, and also in Sandy. So we are so excited for her to be joining us. I want you to get to know her better. I want you to be able to ask her questions and get to talk to her for a few minutes. And then also, we'd love to have you connect with her, even if you're not able to attend the conferences live. So her 3 topics are living your divine design, well-being, and wholeness, and living your divine design, abundance and success, and then living your divine design, loving and supportive relationships. So please, without further ado, welcome to our virtual stage, Christy Whitman. I'm so excited.
Hi,
Thank you.
Tammy. Hi, everybody.
Thank you so much for being here. Well, as promised, I'm going to go ahead and turn the time over to you. But thank you so much again for being here.
Well, you're just such a light, and I'm so excited to meet you in person. And I'm so grateful for Bill McKenna to introduce us together. And this is going to be a really great conference. So thank you, Tammy.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So Tammy mentioned that I channel, or that I am a messenger for ascended beings of light. And I just wanted to kind of bridge that gap between who I've been and who I am now, and what I can do for all of you, and what the council, more importantly, can do for all of you. So I've been on my own personal conscious journey for about 28 years. I've been working with energy and light. I have literally seen houses be just perfect houses sell, attracting my partners, money show up in many different aspects and ways, health in my body, all by processing energy and working with light. And so this wasn't a thing that I was practicing, right? Law of attraction, universal laws in my own life. And then about 22 years ago, I had a download. I had my book, Perfect Pictures, download through me for 7 nights in a row at 1:05 in the morning. And this consciousness was different than my own. And it really had solutions for me before I even knew what the question was. And so I got up at 1:05 in the morning, all 7 days, and wrote down. My hand became independent of my own, and I just was writing. And so some call that channeling, some call it scribing. Either way, I had this download, and I knew that it wasn't me. And so I got the book published. I started speaking in spiritual bookstores and churches, and people started asking me to coach them. Now, it was an opportunity to take what I knew about light and energy, and to not only put it in a book form, but then to coach people, to help them shift their energy, take them through actual processes. Some might call it a guided meditation, but it's really a shifting of energy. And these people would come back to me going, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I found my partner. I got the job. So I started developing coaching programs and got my certification in coaching. So it was all about coaching. In 2008, I created the Quantum Success Coaching Academy, which is where we certify law of attraction coaches. And we still have that today in a different format, but we're still certifying amazing coaches. So that was the way I played with light and energy, through helping other people do what I do, and being able to affect that change in somebody else's lives, help to take them from lack into abundance, into fear, into faith, just really changing their state of being. Because as the council, and I'll explain who the council is, as the council talks about healing, and this is a energy healing conference that we're all going to, that I'm going to be speaking at, that the council is going to be speaking through me at. Healing is about shifting from one vibration to another. So out of sickness into wellness. It's about releasing the energy that blocks us so that we can come back in alignment. And I've been doing that for decades. So all of a sudden, one day I was on a call with some clients, my hands went up and they wouldn't go back down. Very automatic, just like the scribing of my books. At this point, I was about 4 books in, where I had already had this opportunity to download. A couple of books hit the New York Times, success in the coaching academy. All of a sudden my hands go up and I could feel the person's energy. And the person on the other side of the country, nobody could see each other because it was back in the day before we had a lot of video stuff. And I did calls on my teleconference, like what it was, at 1-800 conference or something. And so the person wasn't even seeing me. I wasn't seeing her, but I could feel her. And my hands went up around her neck area. And when that happened and I was aware, wow, that's like her neck. She goes, "Did you just put your hands on my neck?" And I said, "I think I did. I can't put my hands down." And then my hands got like fiery, not like they didn't burst in flames, but they got fiery hot, very heated up. And she said, "I have been having a neck ache all day," because it was a night class, "and it's been really bothering me." And she goes, "The pain just went away." And then as soon as she said that, my hands went down and it was like, what just happened? Right. So that was the first time that happened. And then that same consciousness, if you will, that same consciousness, that those same guides, angels, whatever you want to term them to be, that guidance then had me tell another woman, "Go get your hips checked." And I was saying to them, why would I tell this woman? I don't know who they were at this point, but I knew they were they. Why am I? I'm not going to, I'm right. I'm on the phone, right? I'm not going to tell them. I'm not going to tell this person that, and they were adamant, tell her to go get her hips checked. So I said, "Barbara, don't kill the messenger. I have no idea why they're telling me to tell you this, but they want you to go to a medical doctor and get your hips checked." And she said the same thing. "Why would I do that? I don't have any pain in my hips." "I don't know, just do it." She went to her medical doctor, took the advice, took the guidance, and she had cancer in her hips, early stage. And they caught it immediately, so much so that she is healthy, vibrant today. And this is years ago. This is maybe 8 years ago now. So I kept leaning into that guidance. And one day, as I was leaning into this guidance, and I've declared myself, I'm now an energy healer, I was driving on the freeway and I had to pull over because I asked the question, "Who are you? I've been saying they to you for a long time. Who are you?" And I got curious about that. And they said, "We're the council." And they showed me this picture of this like high ascended, just circle of light. I mean, the words still to this day cannot describe what I saw. And they just said to me, "Start a sacred circle of light." And I'm like, ooh, what's that? That sounds like fun. Where people can come every week and if they got in a fight with their husband, if they're grieving the loss of their husband, if they're financially in trouble and they want to shift their perspective, if they had a bad time at work, Whatever the day-to-day human stuff, help people shift in those aspects. So that's what I did. I created Sacred Circle of Light. Some of the people that knew I did energy work, did goddess work with me. They joined. I think there was about 6 people in the class. And this one woman was doing the thing that she normally does. She was focusing on problems. And I immediately heard them and felt them, now not from an outside perspective, but felt them come into my body. And I thought I was over the chair like that. I'm glad I had recordings later, because at this point, this recording was on Zoom. So we had a recording of it. And I could hear them. I wasn't fully aware of what they were saying, but I could hear them like I was listening and observing. And that was the first time the counsel came through me. So instead of utilizing just my hands or giving me guidance to tell somebody, they just came right in to tell this person. And since that time, it's been since 2018, where they have been coming through me, and I've been a messenger. And we have seen clients that have returned to their original divine design. And that's what we're going to be working on at these different workshops in both energy conferences. And I'm super excited about it, because we just did one in Tucson, and it was mind-blowing, the shifts and the changes that people had. Because just like you have a nose on your face, right? We all have noses. None of us have beaks, right? We all have noses. We have one mouth, 2 eyes, 2 ears, right? It's designed that way as a human being. None of us are walking around with tails or wings. Some of us, want wings, but angelic wings. Some of us have them. Beth, my assistant, Tammy, she's these earth angels. But from a physical perspective, our divine design is, we know if a human is a human and a dog is a dog. We don't have any fur, right? So the same is true, how that pattern continues, where humans produce humans, acorns produce acorns, dogs produce puppies, right? That same blueprint, we as human beings are blueprinted, divinely designed to have wholeness and wellness. Our bodies naturally know, and they're actually helping us if we pay attention. The body, and I love that the council shares this, the body is literally communicating with us if our back hurts, or if our hips or our knee, or we're having a stomach ache, or there's something going on in the reproductive area, maybe an ovary, or, for men, it could be a prostate. Every part of our body has communication with us when we learn how to master our own energy and get back into alignment with our divine design of wholeness, wellness. Not only wholeness and wellness, our very cells of our body know how to bring us back into well-being. Our thoughts, what we say, how we feel, our perspective, and what we do, that's our consciousness, can either align with that part of the divine design of well-being and then thrive. I've had a client had stage 4 cancer. Yes, he did the medical, did his treatments, but he also was doing energy work. And he stopped his treatments before he was even supposed to, the doctors recommended, because he was doing this light work. He did both and. We had people get out of debt. Significant, $140,000 in debt. Thriving, getting promotions, people finding their ideal partners. So our entire outer reality is a reflection of what's going inside of us. Are we, in this particular aspect, aligned with our divine design of well-being and wholeness, of abundance? Are we in lack, pushing against our abundance, or are we in alignment with our abundance and our success? Because that abundance and success is part of our divine design as well. And then, of course, loving and supportive relationships. A lot of people that have a lot of chaos or a lot of drama in their relationships, when you let go of the resistance, when you let go of the hurts and the resentments, remember what I said, what healing is. Healing is shifting from one state of being to another state of being. That's what healing is. Shifting off of one vibration and going on to another vibration. And when we do that inside of us with our own energy, when we're choosing the energy that we want to experience, joy, freedom, peace, settledness, whatever we want to feel, we have that within us now. We're selling our home, and so we're constantly like, oh, open house, and got someone looking at our house now, and everything's got to be cleared, and everything's got to be, it has to look like a perfect model home, right? And it's like preparing everything, right? And then we got to take it all back, and because we still live here. So it's for me, I even said to my husband, today I feel a bit unsettled. What I'm really looking forward to? I'm looking forward to being in our new house so we're settled. And being in that state of having what we want now, not when it happens or when the house sells or when we move when we get the partner, when we finally pay off the debt, when we finally get into that college, when our kids go to college, when. It's now. And that energy is available to us right now. There's a principle in a book that the council and I created together, downloaded in first person this time, called The Desire Factor. And the desire factor has step-by-step principles of what we need to do and how energy sets up in order to have the pop of a manifestation. And one of those principles, it's the fourth principle, is the principle of having. Already having what you want. Already the having of, I want to feel settled. I can have that right now and just feel what it would feel like to be settled in my body. For some of you, it might be, I want to feel peaceful. I want to feel grounded. I want to feel connected. I want to feel the flow. I want to feel masterful of my life. I want to feel free. I want whatever it is that you're wanting to feel. Why you want more money, why you want more that promotion, or why you want to start a family, or why you want to attract a partner, or why you want to heal that part of your body. There's a reason why. Why do you want to do that? And the why behind it is always the feeling, the essence. And when you start to change your vibrational essence, when you start realizing that there is like a piano with all different notes and tonalities and vibrations with different keys, right? You got high, 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 low, low, low. It's like a scale. And you get to choose what note you want to play. And by playing it, by attuning to that note, you then vibrate. So by attuning deliberately before you actually feel joy, by attuning to that joy or that well-being or that abundance, whatever it is for you, when you attune to that and make that just an absolute commitment to be in well-being. I'm going to take my entire consciousness, what I say, what I think, what I feel, what I believe, and what I do from the energy of well-being. Now, connecting with that energy of well-being like you already have it. Like you already are living it. You are that person that lives in that house, that has that family, that has your kids in college, that has your body flexible and flowing. You already have it energetically. And if you can start to attune to that, that's going to give you an opportunity, as within, so without. Those are spiritual truths right there. What you feel, you will attract to you. And so at the conference, the council, I didn't even get a chance to bring in the council, but the council and I are going to do all these different workshops. When I bring them through, the universal information that comes through is just sometimes beyond words. And we're going to be helping you not just think about, not just get it as a concept, but really be shifting in these different workshops, different aspects of your divine design. And it all starts with energy and getting to know energy and practicing with energy. Tammy, I don't know if I have a moment to bring in the council, or are we good?
Yeah, you do. You're totally good.
Okay, awesome. All right, so I'll just bring them in quickly, and then you can all meet them. So just give me a second. You might want to just connect inward to yourself. Think about the tone, the energy that you want to bring into your own life, that frequency, that feeling, that energy. We are here. Delightful to be with all of you on the inner planes of reality. We already know each and every one of you intimately because we know your divinity. We are from the same source and same energetic beingness that your higher selves are all part of, playing in the higher realms. Each of you is individually connected to your own stream of divinity. You're divine in nature. How do we know this? Well, how would you know this? Because you are alive. What pronounces you alive or dead? Christy's got a phone call from her mother today that she wanted to go to the ER because she felt crummy, and the fire department, paramedics came over, and what did they do? They checked her vital signs. Her heart is pounding really well. That's a sign of life. Heart is not slowing down. Your heart is pumping. That means there's life in there. That means then you are divine. It is the divine that pumps you. Because of that, the blood flow, the pulse, this is another vital sign that they checked. Breathing, lungs are working, breathing in and out. There's thought functioning. Person's not dribbling on themselves or chitty-chatting about something senseless. There's motor function. The brain, the spinal cord is working. All of this are signs that you are divine in nature. You are alive. Therefore, you are good enough. You are worthy. You are here. And you were designed. You can see you were designed with a nose. And you can see everybody else also has one of those nose things. Well, it's clear on the nose on your face. What is not clear, because you were not reminded of this, you knew this coming in, you are designed to be in well-being. You are designed. Look at your very body. Evidence of abundance just in your own physical body. How many breaths do you take a day? Too many, it's abundant. How many times does your heart beat in a day? Too many to count, it's abundant. How many ounces of blood circulate through your body, and how many times does it go around and round? Who knows? It's too many. Just even in your creation, how many abundant sperm had to run the race in order to get into the egg? There was an abundance. The very cells in your body are abundant. You cannot count how many cells you have in your body. They estimate 10 trillion. Can your mind even conceive of that? Well, inside each of those cells, what makes you alive? It's energy. So if you are the chooser of the energy that you bring into your physical body, choosing the frequency you want to feel, such as well-being, feeling your beingness being well, more focus and attention on that and less focus and on attention on the resistance, on the pain, on the discomfort, and more focusing on the well-being. Now, what we will go through when we see you in person, and we are looking forward to that very much, is helping all the parts that are in pain and pulling you away from well-being, or that are in lack, pulling you away from abundance, or are worried about not succeeding, that pulls you away from success, and however you deem that possible, or you wanting something in a relationship. By the way, you're in relationship with everything in your world, whether you have a lover or you're wanting one or not. You're in relationship with your body. You're in relationship with the tree outside. You're in relationship with the very chair you're sitting in, with the computer that you are looking at, or the device. You are in relationship with everything. And we should say, it is your divine design to have each of those connections be loving and supportive, because all relationships start inside of you, such as all relationships with your body, with abundance, with success, with your careers, with other people, even with your own pain and suffering, your habits, your vices. So we could go on, and we will when we see you in person, when we do the workshops. But it is our hope, it is our great intention, that whether you hear us here or somewhere else, whether you never hear us again, that you understand that you are an energy receiver. And you can deliberately choose the energy that you want to not only receive, but also contain in your physical body, and therefore send out, because it is then law of attraction. What you send out in the words that you speak, the thoughts that you think, the feelings that you feel or try to not feel, you're still giving off a signal, whether you try to suppress it or you express it. Ooh, that's good. Suppress it or express it. What you believe, and also what you do, your actions. All of that is within you. All of that is under your free will desire to be in alignment with your divine design, or to make excuses to be out of it. Most people just don't even know that they have this divinely designed. When you understand the blueprint is there, the mind easily clicks into it. So we are looking forward to more of you getting in alignment with your divine design, wrapping all of you in so much light, and reminding some of you hearing this for the first time, others of you being reminded of it. You are infinitely loved. Be well, dear ones. Allow yourselves to receive in light. Imagine light, like a streaming light, is coming down through the top of your head and just filling up your mind with light. And letting that light just move into every single cell in your body, just like little cups turning up to light. Just imagine it, that they are being filled in light. Taking a breath in as you thank the breath, thank the divine for life for today. Breathing out any thoughts or any energy that you don't want. Allow yourself to come grounded back into the room and opening up your eyes. So that's the council. Tammy, are you there?
Yeah, I am. Okay, so
Awesome.
I have like a million questions for you. So when this happened to you, and like the council, came in and joined you, your voice like changed and everything. Did that like scare the crap out of you the first time that happened?
No, I didn't realize that it was happening. I was just listening. And when I came back in, I knew, because I had, a lot of my teachers had been channelers, if you will. So like Esther Hicks, channels Abraham, and Oren and Daben, were channeled by Sine Roman and Dwayne Packer. I mean, these are my main teachers. And so I knew what was happening. And plus it had been an evolution for me. And when I came back in, I was like, oh my God, that's never happened to me before. I was like so excited. Because I knew what that was. So it was just
really good
I just
information.
Yeah.
It
I kept
really
leaning in.
Yeah, when I was listening about the heartbeats and everything, I kind of got a little bit emotional, to be honest, because it's really cool when you actually stop and think about it. So
Absolutely.
that was really neat. Well, thank you so much for giving us a little sample of this. I'm excited. If you're watching this right now and you're like, oh my gosh, I want to experience this, make sure you for sure come to the Pocatello conference. Or if you're not able to come to the Pocatello conference, reach out to Christy. This is her website that I put up across the bottom of the link here so that you guys can see that. And then do you have any other things that you'd like to close with before we're done today?
Yeah, I just, all of us, like the council said, when I was saying, is that when we can look at any aspect of our lives and feel any type of resistant or negative thoughts, we don't feel good, because that's not our divine design. Yeah. So when you notice that you're being complainy or you're impatient or, you're a little bit fearful or maybe you're stressed or feeling anxious, just stop and connect with compassion. Compassion energy. It's like almost like a nice pink color of energy. It's very soothing. It's like someone's wrapping you in a warm, a nice warm blanket on a cold day and just saying it's going to be okay. Just let yourself feel the compassion, because compassion neutralizes lower level energy. And from there, once you can have that energy of compassion, not powerlessness or feeling sorry for yourself, that's when you can then start choosing, I want to now feel joy. I want to feel excitement. I want to feel free. And then we start to expand into a higher vibration. So,
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, much gratitude for all of that. That was beautiful. And I loved what you just added there too about the compassion. And I also love the colors too, because I'll never forget, it was like 2016, I think. We'd only done a few conferences. My husband and I were up on stage. My husband's a very, very quiet, kind of introverted kind of a dude, right? And he's up on the stage and we're talking, and people came up to us afterwards and said that they could see waves of pink going back and forth between us. And it was several groups of people that didn't know each other or anything. And my husband goes, you mean people could like see our love? I'm like, yeah, because it has colors to it,
It does.
And
especially the audience that you have that are interested in energy healing. Of course, they're more attuned and they're going to see colors and see energy, and they're going to feel their way into that. So it's a testament to the audience that who you are and the audience that you've attracted to yourself, Tammy.
Yeah, we do have some really cool people that come to the conferences, and sometimes they're like, we don't even know what this is, but we feel really drawn to come. And then like, just wow, like just what a cool day, feeling all the energy and meeting all the cool people. And I'm excited to have you come, and thank you so much for taking some time out of your busy day today to come and just to introduce yourself and meet more. And those of you who are coming to Sandy on November 12th, she'll be there as well. So that'll be really fun.
Yay, I'm so excited. Thank you, Tammy. Thanks, everyone. Great to meet everybody.
Thank you so much.
Bye, everyone.
I totally turned off the wrong person. Whoops. She sent me a couple of her books, and I've been reading a couple of her books too. So good stuff. All right, you guys, we'll see you next time. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. Bye-bye.